Hello and welcome to episode 310 of the Drive the Green podcast. I'm your host, Matty B, joined in studio by Bronel, Harvin Knoop. On this episode, yet another first-time winner on the PGA Tour as Austin Eckroat wins the Cogizant Classic.
Say that again 5 times.
That was actually pretty good.
I know.
Great delivery. We're going to recap that along with there was a live tournament this week that happened in the middle of the night. But if you believe everything you read on the internet, it broke all kinds of viewership records, even though it happened in the middle of the night. We're going to talk more about that. Bronel and I had a chance to use our Callaway clubs this week at indoor golf. It's also Bay Hill week. We're going to preview that, make picks for it. And we're 1 week closer. Bronel and I are going to Phoenix next week. But before we get into all of that, I want to thank our sponsors, Player Golf, PLYRGolf.com. Use the promo code DriveTheGreen for 20% off your order. Our order is officially in. Talked to Chase this past week. We're inching close. The goods are close.
Are they? Nice.
Yep. So the boat is a little bit faster than last year. Let's just put it that way.
Beautiful.
I like
So,
it.
so yeah, the goods are on the way. Yeah, we're going to talk more about Callaway here in our weeks, but we want to thank our sponsor, Callaway. And then last but not least, Churchill. I'm having Browns tonight. It is minus 30 outside. Got to warm the core.
Yep.
Churchill booze count's coming up, too. Creeping up. Another big week.
Are you going to mention the Callaway promo again? Or
I would love to mention the Callaway promo. I guess that would be a good spot to put here, and then we'll talk about the clubs later. But we mentioned last week on the show and while we were at live on location, right now Callaway has a buy 3 dozen golf balls, get a free dozen. Duff said they're not going to make the end of the week.
personalized, yep.
Personalized. So if you haven't already purchased yours, we're going to post it on our social media pages with a link to GMAC, because that's who you're calling, GMAC at First Tee in Regina. So if you need balls, which you do, we know you do.
You do.
Why not get a free dozen? $75 value. Like, that is, if you need golf balls, why are you not doing that?
Yep.
Everybody needs golf balls.
Yes.
Stash them for 5 years from now,
Exactly.
too.
Pay $225
Avoid-
for $300 worth of balls.
Well, really, you're paying for 3 dozen that you'll use, and then that fourth dozen, you just stash away for when rollback comes.
Yes,
So
yes.
you do that every year for
It's an
3
investment.
years, and you got
It's
3
an
dozen
investment.
balls for another year before you got to go to
And-
rollback.
Yeah, and then it's black market for non-rollback balls.
That's right.
And you're going to make a pretty penny on that.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's get into weeks. Any volunteers?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay.
Seems like you always go first. I don't know.
Get
I
it out of
never
the
go
way.
first.
Get it out of
Have
the
I
way.
ever gone first?
All the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Non-stop.
just to get it out of the way because it's
It's always short.
short. Yeah. Hockey, played hockey, kids hockey, baseball tryouts now, played golf, watching curling, just every sport happening right now.
All of them.
All of them.
Steelers are getting Russ. Like, it's a big,
There's no
big
chance that
way.
they're getting
big
Russ
week.
Wilson.
No
Yeah.
chance.
No chance.
Well,
already
apparently they're
said
out
it
on
today.
fields, so
Yeah, they're getting Tannehill for their backup, and they're riding with Pickett. It's going to be
Sick. for their backup.
a tough one, but
Steelers country,
Yeah.
let's ride.
looking forward to now that I've hit those clubs, I'm really looking forward to Phoenix. But
Yeah.
Have you guys
I
nailed
wish
down
no,
tee
that's what
times?
I was just about to say. Is I wish that our golf was a little more planned out. I'm trusting Matty B because he says don't worry about it.
When was the last time I said that and it didn't work out?
Lots.
I can't remember one.
But I'm actually pretty proud of myself. I have not been worrying about it publicly, at least.
Just pacing around your house.
Plus,
I
we are
just can't
going.
sleep at night.
We're going to the States too. The Golf Now app is down there. We can just pick
Yeah,
one.
I don't even know what that is. So
Yeah,
Oh man.
because it
are your
doesn't
legs
exist up
sticking
here.
out further tonight?
Yeah,
than
he's got
normally, or
that
what?
left leg really close to
think
you
so.
tonight,
I don't know.
Yeah. But yes, we do have grass clippings. We're playing under the lights, Bronel.
Yeah, that's right.
And we had an epiphany recently. We were talking about Top Golf. We're like, oh, I don't know if we're going to fit it in. We're going to fit it in. And I just randomly thought of it last week. I can't believe we didn't think of it earlier. It's like, we can go during the day. We
Yeah.
have lots of morning availability. Like,
Yeah.
it's got to open at 11.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah.
just go at 11. Like, you don't have to go to Top Golf at night.
No.
And it'll probably be on a weekday at 11
And,
o'clock.
Yeah, there'll be nobody there.
Yeah, it'll be dead.
Yeah.
So we'll go with
Yeah,
that.
'cause everyone will be actually golfing.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll use it as our range time because we only have a finite amount of time because we're going to ball games too. Then we'll go to grass. We'll hit some balls in the range, Top Golf. We'll go grass clippings, and then on Friday we're going to play somewhere nice. Hopefully Golf Now has some tee times available.
Yeah.
Or maybe I got a trick up my sleeve, and I'm just putting you through all this stress for no reason.
No, I hope that's the case. But
Oh, so where are you guys staying? Like,
It's
if you're
right in
looking at
downtown
Sask-
Scottsdale.
Oh, so like right in the middle.
not
Right-ish.
downtown, but
Right in the middle. Not
Yeah.
downtown,
In
but
the-
in the middle.
yeah.
Like where there's the park through, like kind of the middle of Scottsdale has the
Okay.
park with a few golf courses right in town.
Yep.
That's where we are.
Okay.
So yeah, the clubs feel real nice. The irons, especially, I didn't hit the driver very much, but yeah. When
Souped up Sims though.
When your first shot's a 220 yard 7-iron, you know the Sims are a little juicy, but
I'd say, yep.
they got to sell clubs there, so can't really blame them. But
Yeah. Well, and also we're playing Augusta and we're hitting 350-yard drives. It's like,
yeah,
that might be a little off. On I think it was 11. No, 11. Yeah,
I still
11
couldn't
up
figure
the
out
hill,
that.
350.
I still couldn't figure out that raw versus game carry, and then we figured out after that it was the elevation. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Even
they-
though we had elevation set to like moose jaw elevation, but it still was completely out of whack.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
So,
but
I'm surprised you guys didn't do where you can play the driving range on the moon.
No,
Just
we
hit
didn't
it
do
like
that.
thousand yards.
Just for fun.
Churchill,
yeah, it was good.
Churchill boost count ended up, I guess, 2 hockey games and an outing for golf, and ended up with 15 this week. So 115 and 63. So
I would say a quick dozen, but you even
115.
which is nice.
115. Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
piggyback because I also went golfing. We just talked kind of about that. Very excited about Phoenix. But yeah, same with me. The hockey team that we play on, that you guys intermittently play on, we're in playoffs this week.
when you're short, yep.
My daughter's team is in both league playoffs and provincials. So they played 4 times last week. They're playing probably 5 times this week. So both of those happening at the same time is quite interesting. So
Hori.
Horry
Um,
Carvey.
How are you going to manage this when you're gone if they're still playing
yeah,
hockey?
so I actually didn't think of that at all. I was like, oh yeah, they're doing well. They're going to be playing they're probably going to go to the league semi, so they'll win this week, which is brutal because the league semi's next week. The provincial potential semi will be next week. And I was just thinking, I'm like, oh shit, I'm gone for all of those games. The positive is we're leaving Tuesday to Friday. We're back Saturday. So their provincial games, I might miss 1 playoff and 1 provincial.
Are they home? More than likely, those ones? Or no?
Those will be the away games. So bad for my wife, but good because we typically, if my wife will just go with another parent.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, they play again 4 or 5 times this week. Yeah, so just had my 1 ball game. So I'll get to booze count in a second. But I did have another piece of information that I withheld from you guys until right now. So I said I wasn't going to get another dog. I'm still not getting another dog, but my wife's like,
Cat.
we're getting a visitor. And I'm like, we are not fostering a dog. She's like, no, we're getting a cat. And so I was like, no, we're not getting a cat. First off, she's allergic to cats. That's why we don't have a cat
Tough
already.
start, yeah.
But my daughter really wants a cat. And my wife's like, I'm not getting a cat. I'm allergic. I'm not getting it. So anyway, her good friend was taking her family to Disneyland, or Disney World, Florida. And she's like, hey, do you want to watch my cat? And my wife's just like, you know what? It's 10 days. I'll just get the cat. I'll prove to our daughter that I'm allergic. It's going to suck. And go from there. Because, like, she hasn't been around cats, but if she goes to someone's house, she gets super stuffy. Well, anyway, this cat came over 3 days ago, and my wife told me last night, she's like, I haven't had, like, an allergic reaction once to this cat, but she's been, like, playing it up. So it's like, hopefully.
Has she been like interacting with it?
Yes.
Like petting it
The
and
other
stuff?
the other day, it was crawling on her face.
Oh, really? I was going to say, because your house is pretty big. You
Yeah.
could be just in the other corner of the house.
Well, we can't find it half the time,
Yeah.
for sure. But my daughter's always like, my daughter and my son, they're just like, where's the cat? Where's the cat? I'm like, it's probably hiding from you guys. Because as soon as
Oh,
they
yeah.
go to bed every night, the cat comes out and it comes and lays on us on the couches. So I will say,
Yeah.
I don't want another dog.
My cat's
But
here.
there is something about a cat just like laying on you, being
I
super
know.
light.
Yep.
It's just like kind of comforting, but also
Oof.
hate cats.
Things are
Like,
disgusting.
they are shitty. So anyway, my wife's like,
they could just freak out at any time
Yeah.
and kill you.
and start knocking stuff off the counters. This one hasn't been comfortable enough to knock stuff off the counters yet. 'Cause then it'll be getting
It
sent
just
out.
shits in your house.
Yeah. Well, that's
Right
the thing.
in there.
Like in a box, sure, but
Well, and that's the
still
thing. There
gotta
was
clean
2
that
days.
box.
We were 2 days in, and it still didn't have a turd in the litter box.
Well,
I'm
that's
like,
somewhere.
where's that shit? Where's that shit? And then
Yeah.
we found one today, so it's like, okay,
No,
there's a chance that there's one somewhere, but this one's in the
under
litter
a bed.
box.
Yeah.
Ugh,
So
gross.
So anyway, we have this cat. It's going back, and we're not getting one. Although my wife is somewhat not allergic. I mean, it doesn't shed. Like that was my biggest concern. Is I hate
Yeah.
cats because there's cat hair everywhere. But this cat has not left a hair anywhere.
Hmm.
So maybe that's why my wife's not allergic. Is not a lot of hairs. But anyway, so that was one thing, and then I got 3 different reels. Well, 2 reels, and then one thing to bring up. But you're going to talk about Rang Rang, aren't you?
I wasn't going to, but
Yeah.
we can in your.
talking about that.
No, I'll talk. I won't talk about it. I'll talk about my other 2. So one that came in my algorithm this week was cliff jumping. A lot of cliff jumping, including like lots of people jumping into very narrow areas, like people off of docks into like those, just like channels of water on docks. You know how there's like the platform on one side and then like loading, like the boat loading bay on the other, where they're climbing up on top of the crane and jumping down into like maybe a 10-foot wide space.
People are
It's like,
dumb.
yeah, they're so dumb.
For what?
I have no idea.
For what?
And then another one came where these guys are jumping down like a well, just like a 5-foot diameter well, and it's like 50 feet down.
That's stupid. Yeah, like that's even dumber.
It's so dumb. And then the other one, and this was one that happened to me. I don't know how it got back into my algorithm because it happened probably about a year ago. And boy, did I go deep into it. And it is cows stepping on like nails and stuff. And those guys that like fix cow hooves. Have you ever seen these things?
Never. Nope.
Oh,
It's
don't
the
have a clue what you're
grossest
talking
thing ever. And I don't know how I watch them because I don't have a good stomach for that. But it's literally like cows that step on nails or have super long hooves. And so
Like a farrier comes in and fixes it.
and they're just like, and it looks like they're cutting off the cow's like fucking leg almost. Like they get so deep down there, and then they get to the point where they get through all the rot, and then like hit like this pus, and it just goos, and then they like clean it out, and then they wrap it up, and the cow goes on its way, happier than ever. You should find some.
No, I'll
It's
pass.
a wild.
Yeah, I don't
No.
think I want that either.
I can't. I think it was like Dr. Hoof or something.
Like you
on
might as well
TikTok.
watch those pimple popping.
Oh, yeah.
No,
things.
no
Same
pimple
shit.
pop.
Watch that one I sent about the bird almost tearing that person's eye out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I want to see. I think it's Dr. Hoof.
Oh,
Dr.
the angle rays? Nope.
No, but look at
Airball.
there's just a couple on my TikTok
No.
right there. Look at just
It's
like
perfect.
guy like.
Yeah.
It went away. Yeah,
Yeah.
got it.
Oh shit. So anyway, that's in my algorithm right now. But anyway, I had 16 this week.
Oh, nice. Need
I'm
my
at
one.
106.
Catching them.
You're 113?
15.
15? Oh, I still got 9 to play with, and we're going on the same trip, which he will certainly beat me at.
No, I won't.
You got, he's got 6 a day. Come on. You're
Yeah,
going to
that's,
beat him.
that's way gone. That's long gone.
I'll go next. So Harv can go last. Not a ton this week. Trying to dry out from the family trip, so that
No
was kind
kidding.
of the main goal this week.
As one should.
We went out. We did go out on Friday night. One of my wife's coworkers had a birthday, and maybe celebrating a breakup. Maybe I don't really know.
Celebrate.
You don't know if they are, or
Well,
you don't
no,
know
I
if
just
they're
don't want to get
He
into
wasn't
it. So
there.
we're just,
He wasn't
we're just,
there, so.
we're just not going to
Oh.
get into it.
Hmm.
So we went out. Went on the bus, drove around Moose Jaw for 2 hours on this bus, and they were like, "Okay, well, I'm going to the bar." Meanwhile, we're dressed in like 70s workout attire, so I got red leggings on and short shorts and
Just like
a
your standard,
belly.
what you'd wear
No,
to
I had a
school?
crop top on, and yeah.
You're sporting a crop
Just to
top?
be on the bus?
Yes. So I was not. I was
In
sober.
Moose Jaw?
Yes, I was sober, so I did not want to go to the bar looking like this. So we go back to where we started the night, and I pieced out.
There's
Find
no
out-
way you were on that bus and didn't have one drink.
Did not.
Yeah. Where's the booze count?
Get the
we'll get there, you guys. We'll get there, you guys. But woke up the next morning. My wife doesn't drink a whole ton. She stayed out till like 3 a.m. that morning, and just felt like absolute ass the next day, which is a fantastic role reversal. I just felt
First time ever that it was that way?
Oh, probably. Yeah. Maybe second.
Yeah.
It's just a nice feeling. You're sober, you're fine. Other person, not so much.
You're really on your high horse when you're in that position.
That does not. Like I said, it doesn't ever happen. So.
Well, like I said, when you brought that up, I said I almost prefer when you both go out and you have some as well, and you don't feel
as
bad whatsoever, and they feel terrible. It's just like
here's
you
the
feel
real
like $1 million
question. Did you kind of like subtly drop hints of like what she was supposed to do that day? Because like when the roles reverse, like, weren't you taking down the Christmas lights today?
Yeah.
Oh, couldn't do it, eh?
Other than that, Tucker had a basketball tournament. They had regionals this weekend, so they ended up winning, which is kind of neat. I'm actually very surprised at the level of basketball that they're playing. Like shooting threes regularly, not my kid, the grade 7s and 8s. It was actually really good basketball to watch. So hopefully they get to play cities. We'll see with all the striking stuff.
He's in grade 7?
Happens. He's in grade 6.
Oh.
Other than that, not a whole ton. I did practice. I know I said to you guys I was going to start practicing more. I got 4 in this week, so we'll see.
4 what?
4 swings?
Fest sessions.
Wow.
So
what constitutes a practice session for you?
Hitting at least like 40 shots. On
You
the
still
thing?
hitting
40.
it way too straight?
No.
Oh.
I have
Fix
back
that.
to-
Fix
back
that,
to-
eh?
I have sent
Good for you.
Sent a video to a local guy that we talk about, comes and plays in our tournament, and he's gonna help me out a little bit. So we'll go from there.
I'm going to message him and pay him money to
Fuck with him.
send you the wrong way.
I hope some listeners, sorry to interrupt, are watching this Briar game. Nova Scotia going with the bold strategy of putting every rock they've thrown in the rings. Look at they got some
Impressive.
every rock.
What are they going to do here now?
I did have
anyway.
one algorithm thing. I wasn't going to talk
Yes.
about Son yet at all, but I just saw he
1,
randomly
2,
popped up.
3,
He's just the
4,
happiest dude ever.
5, 6,
I'm
7,
so happy.
8,
But
9, 10, 11.
My algorithm lately has been just parkour.
yeah.
And not the good stuff. Like
Fails.
The fails.
not
Ugh.
fails, but the
Oh.
bad guys. Bad guys and fails. So
Bad
there's this
guys.
like I've sent
villains?
one. Like, what do you mean? I've sent like,
Like,
one
like
or
an
two
eye
to
patch?
you.
Like, how do you know they're bad guys?
There's this guy who may not be all there, but he's doing parkour, but he's not actually doing anything.
Oh.
And then he falls, and
So you've
it's-
obviously
it's
been watching
impressive.
enough of his that he keeps coming into
Yes.
the algorithm.
Yes, because it's hilarious.
So, whoa.
Yes.
You're laughing
Yes.
and watching a handicap guy fail at parkour and laughing about this? Is
Can't
what
get
you're-
enough of it,
Is
as
that
he
what you're
said.
saying?
I guess.
Can't get enough of it.
Holy Jesus.
You're in
You
the
guys
clear,
should
Harv.
see if it's
You're,
really bad.
you're no longer number 1.
Give it 5.
0 drinks this week, so still at 168. So on the bus, I was drinking 0%. That's what I was doing. So
Oh.
0%.
What
How many did you have?
4.
So that's might be 1 drink. That's that's approaching 1
No,
drink.
these are 0.0s,
Oh.
not 0.05. So
Mikey McEwen's got 10 seconds to throw this one on the nuts.
he's
Bold.
got it.
Didn't have a timeout or what? He's got an
No.
angle raise here, doesn't he?
think they're going
Straight
the other way.
raise the other way.
Oh, he's going that way.
Let's see, live action curling. Oh, I don't know about this. He's got to hit it.
Oh my God, not even close.
Dang.
He should have came in from the other side, I think.
You can't be losing to Nova Scotia if you're trying to win the Briar.
No,
That was his first loss.
especially with those outfits.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, yikes. So 1 drink, you said?
0.
Oh, I guess it's me.
Zero. It
I
is.
didn't hardly do anything this week.
Well, good,
at all.
because these guys took forever. So
I had one question for you guys that kind of came up Because like my wife is just like always washing her vehicle in the winter. Like
I
all
never
the
wash
time.
mine, as
I was
you
good. That
can
was the question. How often do you guys wash your vehicle in the winter?
Once.
Because
like,
maybe a couple times.
I'm always thinking like, oh, well, it's about to get nicer out now, and then it's going to be melty, so there's no point, and that's like every week.
And
Yeah.
the weirdest part, like, it's so cold, and if you wash it, it still gets dirty.
Yeah,
Like even if it's not melty.
yeah,
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it's like, what's the point?
and you have to take it to like co-op or whatever drive through.
Yeah,
You
you're not
can't-
going to hand wash it
Well,
yourself.
No
Bronel
chance.
could.
No.
You gotta. If you're parking in a garage, well, I guess you all could. If you're parking in a
But
garage, I'd go to a wand wash. Get back here.
When you're this dirty, you can't go to a wand wash.
Why?
It'll never get clean.
It'll never
Well,
get
that's the
cleaned
op-
with.
that's
It's
the-
the
that's
opposite.
the- yes.
It's the
When it's
opposite.
super dirty,
No.
do
Yes.
not take it to a.
No,
It's a
no,
waste
no.
of money.
No,
That's a waste of money
No,
taking
no.
that to the co-op.
no,
Yeah.
I'll get it clean at the co-op.
No.
Yeah, but you'll get it
Absolutely.
cleaner.
Platinum?
You'll get it cleaner doing it yourself.
No chance, unless you use the brush.
You have
Just
to
the-
use
yeah.
the brush.
Who's
Well,
not
then
using
you're
the
talking
brush
the
when
same
you're going there?
price by the time you're done with
Yeah,
the brush and all that.
How I can
No,
count
you're $4
on.
less.
I can't count on two hands how many times I've taken a dirty vehicle to the touchless car wash and then get out and see all the streaks on the side. 'cause
Oh,
they didn't
really?
Clean it. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least 10 times.
Nah, well, you got a white truck.
Yeah, but still, it would show up more on your dark truck.
I mean, you have to use the brush. Like that's why.
Oh yeah, I know,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
I'm
Although if you
extremely
get a rock
lazy.
in there, it can scratch it. That's the knock
Oh.
on brushes. A lot of
never
people say you're
happened.
not supposed to use a brush, except at Devo's free ad in Moose Jaw, they actually make a point of cleaning the brushes. Because you go to those drive-through ones or like the drive-up
cheaper
ones
ones?
with
Co-op one.
no attendant there.
Yeah.
If they don't clean it and there's a rock in there and you start scratching that thing on the side with
See
a
ya
rock in
later.
your brush, oh yeah, it ruins the paint. That's been a massive knock on those.
Here's the thing. I'm always a touchless car wash guy, but I started going to that place, and I won't go back.
To Devo's.
No, to the touchless. I'll
Oh.
only go there now.
Yeah, Devo's is
Yeah.
legit.
'Cause
Like, they put in
you're-
the time.
You're like $4 to $8 cheaper than the platinum wash.
I can do a full,
Really?
full.
But
But
you
like
can't.
12
But you
bucks.
can't sit there and watch reels the whole time.
Good point. Time is money.
yeah,
I mean, you can. You just put it on the timer there and just see what you.
yeah, I guess so.
No, you can't because they're ushering you out of there as fast as possible. And then the only other thing I want to touch on that's just more of a pet peeve, but I don't know how your kids are, but like losing stuff is just driving me crazy right now. So my son lost his hockey glove, so that's gone.
Heard
I
about that.
Went to the lost and found today at the rink, not there. So got to give him new hockey gloves.
It's probably in somebody's bag.
Probably, but
Yeah.
how do I go to practice tomorrow with banking on
Hopes
that?
and dreams.
Yeah.
But the other thing, so he had his birthday party yesterday, and he got this like little air hockey like arcade table thing. Already lost the paddles to it. It hasn't even been a day. The paddles are nowhere to be found. We went to play it this afternoon.
Did you have them in the first place?
Yeah, they were playing it last night.
Nice.
So
That's
it's
tough.
gone. Like they lose stuff like
Oh yeah. Toques,
toques.
mitts, everything's
So I'll
getting
meet
lost
you.
at our house.
I'll meet you with a new age issue. So, or older issue. I used to have that problem. Now my kids are getting older. Want to know what's worse than that? When they say I can't find something and they haven't even looked for it.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh,
can't
that's
find
my
this.
wife's
Where
biggest
did
pet
you
peeve
look?
with me?
I
Like
look-
I say that all the
Yeah.
time.
Where'd you look? I looked everywhere. And then I'll go. If I go upstairs and I find it in your room, I'll be like, you're off video games for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
He'll go upstairs. He'll come right back down. Where was it? It was in my room. Like
Yeah.
literally
It's
hasn't even
annoying.
looked anywhere yet. Where's this? I can't find it. Where'd you look? Nowhere.
Yep.
My
That
kid
might be worse.
My kid was
Could be.
asking me today to come help him find this specific piece of Lego that he needed. And I was like, how hard that can that be? It's like, you don't have that much Lego. That it's like, can't find it. I went down there, and within 2 seconds, I found it in one of the containers
Yeah.
that he has. It's like, you mean this one right here?
It's
It's like,
almost a skill they have to not be able to find things.
yeah.
Kids are dumb. Yep, I agree.
Well, hopefully you find those gloves.
no,
just
I
the
gotta go
one.
buy him
He's
new
only-
gloves.
He's got
tomorrow.
one. You maybe get a half price deal.
Yeah, I just need a left glove, please. Idiot. It's driving me nuts.
Idiot.
Anyways,
I mean,
Yeah.
that might be on you, though.
well, here's the thing. It could be, and normally I would take some blame for it.
Yeah.
Because I helped, but that game we were at, he was like, I want to get undressed by
Oh.
myself.
Oh yeah.
So don't
So, yeah.
help me with anything.
It is on him then. Yeah.
My
So-
kid's 9, and I just last game was the first one he had got undressed by himself.
Like you can't
really?
you can't do the skates thing, but like everything else, he's like, I want to get my helmet, gloves, jersey, all
Coop
that
gets
off.
undressed all by himself.
And yeah, I mean, so yeah, it must have fell out and went underneath the bench. And the way our hockey works is like we share dressing rooms.
Oh,
So like we go
Yeah,
in and
it's
then
the
stupid.
two teams.
so they're
They have enough
Oh.
rooms, but they just don't use them all for
Yeah,
whatever
it's weird.
reason.
Don't want to clean them.
but yeah, so someone on another team has an extra glove is what I'm 99% sure of. But
There's a chance it shows up right after you buy one.
oh yeah,
real
I'm
good
sure
chance.
someone will have it tomorrow, but you can't go without
Yeah.
a glove.
Can't you just go
So
to
you gotta-
Salvation
Why don't I
Army
just
and
bring
pick up
Coop?
some
I'll just
used
bring
ones?
Coop's gloves, and then if he doesn't have them, then you can
Why
just
don't
use those.
They're right over here.
Yeah, do that. We'll just see, and then if not, I'll get him a new
one
pair on
practice.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'll probably forget, so you better remind me tomorrow.
Okay.
Let's hear your booze count.
0.
Oh, all right.
Shocker.
Yep.
Makes sense.
0 drinks, 55 on the year. I might be
right.
sub 100 all year.
No chance.
What?
Not coming to Phoenix.
He's going to Elkridge though.
Oh yeah, you are.
Oh yeah, I'm going to Vegas at the end of the month.
R.I.P.
Back to the kids. When should kids learn to tie their laces on their shoes?
Laces on their shoes.
Grade 1 or 2?
7,
Ooh.
I
6,
don't know.
I
6,
mean,
7.
Neither of
That's-
my kids know how to do
That's
it.
never a problem if you just don't buy them shoes with laces.
I know,
Yeah,
but
Velcros.
eventually they gotta.
6, 7. I would
Oh,
say.
okay.
I would say probably.
How many
7.
times do you tie your shoes as an adult? Exactly.
Oh,
you
yeah.
tie them once.
So I was all
Slip 'em
time
on?
boots with the knots. So then I just slip them on. But now I feel obligated to tie my shoes when I go to work.
because
You
you're a
got
teacher.
Real
Yeah.
job now.
Yeah, it sucks. It does.
Grade 1.
1 or 2, yeah.
Oh,
I would say
Right.
grade 1.
Yeah.
that might be
that's
worse than the
7,
fact
right?
my
So,
kid can't
yeah.
read yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7. Yeah, that's the number.
0 drinks.
All right. You guys want to talk about the golf stuff in the world?
There's a little
This week?
bit to talk about, yeah.
Not really.
We're 30
sour.
minutes
I'm kind
into
of
this.
sour on all of it. So
It
And you're only going to get more sour.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But you know what'll perk you up a little bit? Playing golf.
that will very much perk me up.
Yes. But I will say a lot of people were shitting on the yet another, so to speak, Harv's Dog's Breakfast of a leaderboard. But again, we have another first-time winner on the PGA Tour. Another guy who has proverbial changed his life.
Yep.
Wasn't he one of the guys you said was struggling with booze?
See, I looked that up when you said that today. I think I misspoke. That was
Oh,
someone
you
else.
said it. You said someone had a problem with booze, and it wasn't him. That's
It was.
I mean,
I,
that's
think it
tough.
was Endicott, not Eckroat. I mixed those
Oh,
two.
Harrison Endicott.
Harris.
Yeah, Harrison
Endicott?
Endicott.
I can see how that.
Endicott.
That's a
Yep.
common
Bronel
mistake.
and I were
and then-
talking off air. We always think that it's Aaron Eckroat, who was Two-Face in Black Knight.
yeah,
Dark Knight.
I had to
Dark
look that
Black
up
Knight.
today when I was making the notes.
Just
Yeah.
watched that movie on the way back from Mexico, actually, on the plane.
Oh wow!
One of the best of all
You
time.
watched The
Yes.
Dark Knight on the way back from Mexico.
Yeah, and then what was the one that come after it?
I always
Dark
watch
Knight
new
Rises?
movies on the
Yep,
planes.
that's one.
Bane.
Yep, those
Um,
two. Great movies.
Really
I've
good.
also been meaning to watch Dune because I haven't seen it because I definitely want to go see Dune 2 in
Really?
theaters.
For the popcorn cup.
Well, I thought it was I thought it was associated with Star Wars, so I was immediately turned off because I hate Star Wars. But
Oh.
this is supposedly
worse.
before Star Wars, but not really related. But like George Lucas stole this guy's idea to make Star Wars. I've heard this. This is like a conspiracy theory.
Really?
Ooh.
This book was written, and then George Lucas ripped it off and made Star Wars.
Good for
So
him.
all those Star Wars fans of this show are like mad at me right now, but that's what I read.
You think there's much
Interesting.
overlap?
I heard there's like
No, I mean
nuances.
from fans of this show. Star Wars fans.
I would say very little, but
One.
Like I don't
not
like.
sure if there's
I
any.
like. I'd watch the movies. I wouldn't say I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but
I'm not going to name names, but I feel like your old Elkridge partner is a Star Wars guy. Is he? Canute?
Probably.
He's probably listening
yeah.
to this. Like, I'm not-
I don't know
want-
actually, but I
He
think
feels like Star Warsy.
so. He's a big movie guy, so yeah,
Yeah.
I think he would. Yeah.
We'll find out when he texts.
anyways,
me after
Austin Eckroat, another first-time winner, like we said. This gets him in the Masters, gets him in the signature events.
Yep.
So pretty big, life-changing. They had a whole thing on PGA Tour about how this changed his schedule for the entire year. Probably the biggest thing is he hasn't won anywhere on any tour since 2019. And that was when he was in the NCAA.
Just been grinding out top 25 finishes.
Yeah, like even when he finished second in like the Corn Ferry race without a win.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has. It seems like he's been on the radar, but yeah, you're right. Not a breakthrough.
Yep. Trophy, just another crystal butt plug style trophy there.
Ooh.
I had an PGA Tour scheduling idea that came to me while I was looking at this about him getting into the signature events and all this talk of the stars on the PGA Tour are getting frustrated too. Like they don't want to play all the you think Rory McIlroy really wanted to be here?
Yeah.
Not a chance.
Well, if you watched the end of yesterday's
Sunday's
round where he was willing to play in the dark just so he didn't have to play
Just so
the
he can get
final
out
two,
there.
two holes.
He
Yeah.
cared enough about the tournament to take his shoe off in that water hazard, though.
No, for sure. But I just mean if he had the choice.
He
So
should have
what-
took both shoes off.
What I think they should do is the stars and however they want to rank them, just play the signature events and the majors. That's it. And then these tournaments are for the Austin Eckroats of the world.
Yep.
And then there's X many spots in those signature events for the guys.
Well, that's what we were
Who
saying
played.
about the
Yep.
Corn Ferry. Similar to the Corn Ferry, like you win, you're in.
Yes.
Similar in this case, you win, you're on an elevated event, and then they just keep adding winners because
Yeah.
those
And
guys
it's-
only play elevated
But it's
events. after that.
extra. It's extra events for these guys, and then they still go back and play, so they can get into the next one.
Oh, I
But,
would
like, you
say that
got-
once you win, you're on elevated
Well,
only.
I wouldn't go that far, but at the end of the year, sure, they make a end of the year.
There's
you
a
got
rotating.
these lists,
Yeah.
40 guys. All you have to play is the signature events. That's all you're in. You're in
Yep.
all the majors, and then you fill out those field because there's only 60 of them anyways, with 20 guys that are playing good, but they got to keep playing good to stay in them all that year.
Yeah,
I
I do
did-
think there's a way to do this.
I did read
Yeah,
today
there's a
that
way, but-
Knapp was the shortest odds to win so far this season. It was 40-1. Then it was Wyndham at 60, and then the rest have been over 100.
No, Hideki
So like
was
110, or he was
was
80, I think.
He was
65,
40-ish.
something. No, maybe. And then
Wyndham
a
Clark
bunch
was
like
60. Was it
100.
It was
Yeah, I
an
bet
elevated
it,
one though,
remember?
wasn't it?
yeah,
Yeah, right.
60.
I won my bet.
And then just there was like a
Oh, yeah, 3
200
rounds.
and a 150 and a 110. So, like you said, we've been seeing a lot of, I guess the newer crop come up and end up winning, and
And where I'm
the
going
good guys
with
haven't
this,
done
like
much so
people
far.
are so all over the leaderboards because the alleged stars aren't on them. But if those stars aren't in it, then you're just watching for the golf. And who's playing the best golf?
Well, that we've always talked about that a golf fan doesn't care what the leaderboard is. They're cheering for. They're watching
Good golf.
Good
Yeah.
golf.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And no matter who it is, there's going to be some sort of drama in good golf. What you don't want is 3-4 shot victories.
Yeah.
Because then if it's 3-4 shot victories by guys you don't care about, then it's the worst case scenario.
Wow.
'Cause you
Plus,
don't care.
they had the Monday finish this week, so that
This
didn't
one
help
was
things.
a recipe for
things at all,
disaster
but-
for sure.
I loved it though today. I got to watch his last. Well, he started on 6 today, so
Yeah, you
12 holes.
didn't work today, or
Yeah.
No, I watched
He
it
was
while I
at
was
work
working
for
this
sure.
morning,
Oh,
and
okay.
No, he started on like 12. He,
Yeah, he
he
said
only
last
had
year.
like
I
6.
I thought he started on.
He didn't
oh,
see the
okay.
last 12 holes?
I think he said last 6 holes.
He only had 6 holes
No, I
left.
thought he started on 6 today.
Oh.
Well, he only had 6 holes left.
The shots that I
'Cause he
saw him hit
made
today
birdies
were
on, like,
unbelievable.
12, 11, and 12, and then he had a break and came
He
off.
was
yeah, he bogeyed 14, and that was it. But yeah, it looked pretty.
he was going at
pretty
every single
smooth.
pin, and
Yeah.
just
17, he went right over top of the pin.
it was
Um,
nuts. He played such
Min-
good golf today.
Min Woo was really the only guy that kind of made a bit of a charge, but I saw the stat. He was 6 over on the par 3s this week.
Really?
I mean,
That'll do it.
you flip that around to just even par, and he wins the tournament easily. That's a tough week on the par 3s.
Yeah.
The par 3s are tough here,
They
but
are the toughest. Yep.
the bear trap holes were not playing that hard.
Well, didn't you hear they made this course substantially easier this week than normally?
Yeah.
And
but-
I say it every year, I hate this course.
None of those
Dumb.
None of the bear trap holes were in the top 3 for hardest holes this week.
Oh, really?
No. The
Interesting.
2 par 3s were, I think, 4th and 7th or something like that. But
5, 6, 7 is a tough stretch.
16, yeah, something like that. 16 was like the 14th hardest hole or something like that. The hole that
Really?
Rory tripled, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had the stat. I watched most on Saturday.
that's how it's been the last few years. Is
Yeah.
that those 5,
5,
6, 7? Yeah.
So 5, 6, 7 was harder than the Bear Trap, but it was the only course with 2 of the top 5 hardest 3-hole stretches last year on the PGA Tour.
Mm.
They had 2 in the top 5.
Interesting. I don't
They might
mind this
just-
course,
I li-
actually.
I
I don't
don't-
as much as you hate
I don't
it.
mind that stretch.
no.
I like that 15, 16, 17 stretch, but probably don't call it the Bear Trap. Like, call it something like, I don't know.
Water
I don't know
related.
what, but
Water related, maybe.
yeah, water related. Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't want.
Drowning Bear.
Something like that. And then
I don't know.
18s that, you can score on
It's a
18
fun hole.
and
Yeah. 18 is a nice hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll move on
par
from that.
fades it.
That's good. Good Cognizant Classic.
Oh,
we
no,
gotta
there's
mention-
more.
We gotta
There's
mention
more
EVR, EVR 63.
No,
Well, I
lots
wasn't
more.
gonna, but
Well,
Now
we
you
can.
did.
I mean, yeah, that thing could have been 59 pretty easily.
Yes.
Monday finish cost him.
Yeah.
Um,
Fucking weather.
David Skins wanted to that was a bit of a tough Sunday, Monday for him. He was right in it,
Yeah.
especially he bent his putter and
Yeah.
Bent it right back.
fixed it himself and went on one of his best putting displays ever. I think he said
Did you read how it happened?
he stepped on it, didn't he?
His caddy had tripped on one of the
Yeah,
ropes,
tripped, yeah.
and it got caught in it as he was falling, and then hit the ground and it bent it. So he was able to kind of stand up and try to get it straightened out again, which is
But then he
It's
probably just
amazing that
completely.
they got it somewhat straight, even.
well,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
the reason for the best putting is just this thing kind of sucks, so I'm just gonna completely write it off, not even think about it, and just all the pressure goes away, and you stop thinking about it, and it's just
Yeah.
put the ball
Bronel's
in the
still
hole.
trying to find a putter that he putted as good with than that thing that had 8 degrees of loft on it.
Yeah.
That was my 9 wood.
Do you still have it? Is it in the corner?
Yeah, I think I still have it, yeah.
You should put it back in the bag for a month and see what happens.
No. I like my new putter.
But it
Try
took a
hot.
while to get used to that.
Yeah.
The flat face.
David Skins does not look like a golfer to me. No. He looks, I don't know what he looks like.
I think it's his
Maybe
name.
I
The
don't-
name
yeah.
is a porn star name.
Well,
Let's make
I
no
mean,
bones about it.
It's pretty.
It reminds me of David Pumpkins or whatever from SNL.
Yeah. I don't know. He looks like he should be teaching business at Sask
And
Bracket.
and we're
Whoa.
like an albino teacher.
and we're he's Australian, or where's he from?
He's
Somewhere.
English.
Oh.
Yeah.
Potato. Yeah, so tough Monday for him. Billy Horschel had a short Monday. Can you imagine? He was on 18 in the middle of the fairway and had to come back and finish it this morning.
He did, hey?
Yeah.
I don't
When
feel
Rory,
sorry
so
for
Rory
those-
was
for
on
that stuff.
18, and Tom Kim ran to the 18th tee last night to tee off before his playing partner finished on 17 so they could finish. So Rory's group finished out. I don't know if you guys ended up watching the end of coverage, but
I
it
watched,
was
yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
damn near
They had to
pitch
use the
black.
lights from the
Yes.
18th
Oh,
green.
yeah.
And they didn't let them hit up. So I don't know how they ended up finishing out. I did see that Tom Kim made par on 18, but he must have just laid up and then used the light from the
But
LED
Billy
screen
must have
to
been
go.
in his group and chose not to finish.
No, they were behind him. He was playing
Oh.
with Marty Laird, I think.
Oh.
Oh,
But
yeah,
he
Laird
got
was
to the
up
middle of the fairway on 18, then they stopped him, and he had to come back for 15 minutes this morning.
there. I don't feel
That
sorry
would
for
be
those
brutal.
guys for that.
Is now a good
So
time?
might
what?
have
You
missed
had to
that.
go to your nice hotel and have
No,
a nice.
They
I
might
think
have
they
missed
stayed
their
at home.
pro-am.
Like lots of those guys are staying
Well, there you
home this
go. Even
weekend.
better.
Yeah, that's actually
So-
easier.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
went back to the course in the morning for a little bit.
Maybe he had to cut his
cares?
grass Monday morning.
But
He didn't get to.
I know it's in the news, but we should just talk about it right now. How Seminoles pro
Well, I was going
member.
to bring it up now, not in the news, but yeah.
Yeah.
They're
So many of these guys had to play some holes today.
Right.
Well, the most famous pro member or member pro in the
Tournament.
world is the day after the Honda Classic or Cognizant
Tiger,
Classic.
Rory.
Yeah, all those guys play, and it's literally when we say member pro, it's member PGA Tour pro because every single one is on the PGA because they're like, yeah, I'll just go kill my Monday there.
Yeah.
And then sure enough, EVR made it there and they ended up winning low net.
Max
Second
Hughes
in low
won.
net, I think.
Max
Mac Hughes
Hughes
won
won
low
low
gross.
gross.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's just hilarious that these guys, they're like, yeah, can you push our tee time back in the tournament? I got to go finish the PGA Tour real quick before I come play. It's wild, though.
Funny.
And then I can't remember who it was. There was a tweet about it saying a bunch of these guys have tee times in this tomorrow. And one of the replies was, "Oh, I feel so bad for the members of the Seminole."
Yeah. Oh, well, they sleep tonight.
Yeah.
Speaking of Rory, not a great showing being the favorite here, but should probably touch on the Tyler Gooch comments.
Oh, yes.
About they're going to be an asterisk around this
That
Masters.
was my favorite part of my whole week, was just reading all those tweets after.
There were some good ones, like
The Wikipedia page.
I didn't
The
see
best
that.
was how all of Tyler Gooch's, everyone adjusted his wins to say Rory McIlroy not in the field.
On the Wikipedia page.
Or
yeah,
the
4 wins.
97 Masters has an asterisk because Tyler Gooch wasn't in the field. Like, oh man,
He didn't think about that comment before he said it.
No.
He really didn't.
Well, and Rory did come out and say that he thinks the guy asking the question was leading him into this, and
Yes. So
But the-
he does have a point, but he
He
picked the
does have a
wrong
point,
tournament
yes.
to compare it to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? The Masters has a small field
Doesn't
already,
really
and a
have
lot
a
of those
point to
guys
me,
are
but-
already in. But you look at some of the other tournaments, right? The Open, the U.S. Open. There's a lot of guys who aren't qualified. There's
This
a lot
is-
of guys on the PGA
But
Tour
they
aren't
can
qualified for some
qualify
of
for
that.
those.
Yeah, that's
like, you
the
can go
thing.
qualify the U.S. and the
I think the
Open
champion.
Yep.
hole in his argument is the fact that Joaquin Niemann got invited to it last week.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
like, if you were that good, you would have also got an invite to it.
Yeah.
So, but with that though, Gooch won 4 times last
Yes,
year.
but
Neiman
why
won
didn't he-
twice.
why didn't he
Yeah,
get it?
that's what I mean. Why didn't he get it? It's weird.
because Niemann won on the European
Maybe
Tour.
because of those fucking moronic
the two.
comments that he made about the Ryder Cup and the President's Cup when he was on Live last year.
Oh yeah, that was.
Which one?
I've
When he
never
said
been
it-
on a Ryder Cup team, but this has got to be
Oh.
up there with winning it.
Yeah.
DJ started laughing.
DJ like rolled his eyes and was like, is this guy serious?" And even Patrick Reed was like, "Ugh."
yeah,
Yeah, we're supposed to toe the company line, but not like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's just
yeah,
stupid.
you can. There's a line. The biggest takeaway is like a year ago, Rory would have just ripped him apart for saying that comment. Now he was pretty.
So he's going, eh?
Oh, he's going. If he wins the Masters, he's going to Live. I will tell you
Well,
that
I will
right
agree with
now.
you. I will
He's
agree with
retiring,
you.
which I
If-
guess is the same thing.
Yes. If he wins the Masters, he will go. But until
He will go.
He did say
I
he's
think he
gonna
will.
retire.
I
Which
think
is the same thing. Going to the Live is retiring.
it kind of is.
That's what it is.
Okay, sure.
Not for Joaquin Niemann. He's in all
What-
the majors.
What do you prefer more? Anything regarding these types of dumb comments that live guys make comparing, or your favorite one, which is now it's just left my head. Oh shit. Oh man.
It'll come
I
to you.
literally had I had a really good one.
It'll
I had a
come to you.
really good one. Oh my god. Why how did it
I
just
guess
leave my
that
head?
one.
Oh, or John Rahm going back on his comments about going to the Live.
Oh, yeah.
Like that 5-minute video that showed up on Twitter this week.
How he doesn't
about-
do
Oh,
it
yeah.
for the money.
No, he doesn't do it for the money
Yeah, yeah.
all, and then it's just like, and then he had the interview of him trying to justify what his comments meant prior to that.
At the end of the day, everyone has a price, and he got his. So
Yeah, but the funny thing is he did a second interview about it, trying to justify.
He had a whole thing
the
that said
reason.
there's no price though. That was his
That was his
comments.
whole thing.
everyone
There's
has
no
a price.
price.
$1 Million Man's been saying that for 30 years.
But that's the thing. You can't have all those interviews saying that it's and you can't put a price on it, can't put a price on it, and then literally do exactly that, put a
Yeah.
price on it.
I know.
And then try to justify that you were doing it for what's best to your family.
It's just a good
When he
negotiating
said-
tactic. That's all it is.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
have a price.
exactly what
Oh
it is.
boy, I got to go up
I guess
big
I gotta
time.
You
go
can
up,
literally
yeah.
just copy paste both of his interviews. There's no price to put on going to the Live Tour and what they stand for. And then the next clip is, I had to look after my family.
Play golf, make more money, spend more time with your family. Who would say no to that?
No, I understand that, but why would you say the other thing first?
Spend more time.
I'm starting to think you don't think people can change.
Oh, people can change.
Moving on, Chris Kirk finished 28th, but he had kind of an interesting quote that I saw that on the road he just rents a house with guys now.
So smart.
And like, yeah, it's a great, like, get all the fellas back there playing probably ping pong, pool, whatever.
Yeah.
But it does make me think, like, that was probably a lot more fun a few years ago in the Chris Kirk house, right?
Knew it was coming.
Probably right.
That's what I'm saying about Billy Horschel. Like in situations like that, like who cares? You just go back to your rental house and have the time of your life. Right?
Time of your life.
Show up for 15 minutes,
Yeah.
take $100,000 home, and
Yeah, like, you're
the
not,
guys
you're
that are
not,
grinding, like the Eckroats and the guys that are grinding. Yeah, that's tougher for them. They have, they might have a Monday queue to go to or whatever.
like,
But
there's 100% chance that he didn't bother warming up, right?
Oh yeah, I agree.
Like, you can't. It's not like
yeah,
it's not like you have to go through the whole warm up to do
No.
that. You just literally show up for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, and that was the thing that I was thinking about when Tom Kim and Rory were trying to finish last night. Is those guys are fine, right? They don't need these points. But I don't remember exactly. I know Laird was one of the guys, but I don't remember the other one. But those guys need those points,
Yes.
right? So they're trying to hustle to get done so they don't have to come back the next day. But the points that if they make birdie, right, maybe
Yeah.
that gets them a tour card this year.
yeah, it
We just
can
don't
come.
know.
It can come down to
Mhm.
that for sure.
yeah, so you would think those guys are slowing it right down so
Yes,
they can play in
exactly.
the daylight.
Yeah.
Well, and
Never thought
that said, I think I don't know what would be the over under on amount of holes you have to play the next day to warm up. Is it 1.5?
For me,
Would you warm
12.
up full? No, for them.
Yeah, I know.
For a PGA Tour Pro, would it have to be over 2 holes for you to warm up?
Well, I bet you. Well, Eckroat was warming up for sure.
Oh yeah, like
Mm.
I know 5 you're warming up, but like is it 2?
Like Horschel from the middle of the fairway.
He's
On
not
18
warming up.
He ain't.
But if you're on 17,
Oh,
tee,
you-
are you
oh, I
warming
see what
up?
you
I
mean
think
now.
if you're
Yeah.
on 17, you got to hit a pretty good
Yeah, I was
iron
gonna
shot
say
in
at that
there.
course you're probably warming up to hit
Yeah.
the tee shot on 17.
Yeah, but like a expedited warm up.
Yeah, like
Yes.
you're probably
Not
just
a
Full
hitting,
warm up.
you're
is
probably
4
just hitting
holes.
like 10 6-irons, like they got to hit there
Yeah.
or whatever it was gonna
Yeah.
be.
Mhm.
I think full warm up's probably around 4 holes to play.
10 wedges, 10 6-irons, something like that.
But
Yeah.
then you got to pull driver on 18.
Yeah, like
Well, you'd
Yeah,
already
you can hit
drive
it
it.
anywhere there.
Yeah.
Start
Hit
with
it
driver and go backwards. Just a couple other ones before Canadians. Kisner was in this tournament, and we'll say it again, like golf is a hobby now for that
Yeah.
man.
DFL.
He's got to go to the booze full time.
Yeah. I mean, I half expect to see the video of him standing on the tennis balls on the putting green
Yeah.
after 4-putted that hole. But
Yeah, not as bad as Dietrich.
yeah, that was a bad.
We
That was a 5-putt from 10 feet or something.
It was
And like
so
a few
bad.
of them,
yes.
like
One of
Weren't
them
even
was
close.
One of them was like a foot.
Yeah, it was real
He
bad.
missed it.
yeah, tough. I mean,
Blew it by.
golf's a hard game.
It happens, and it was just who was it standing there like watching it?
Yeah, he just had his ball marker or his ball just like this because he was just ready to put
I think
it
it
down
might
on
have
the
been
marker.
Yeager. It might have been Steven Yeager.
actually that's exactly what it was.
yeah,
Yep.
just like brought.
Should
like,
I? Should I?
I'm just like picturing one of you guys standing there while I'm fucking sticking.
Put me down
I-
for an 8 as he
I
walks off.
wouldn't be able to handle myself if you did that.
Would you say 8
How
or
many-
I would've
how
picked up
many-
my
yeah, I
ball
was
a
gonna
long
say,
time
how
ago.
many times? How many putts were you actually getting? If you missed the second one, it was done.
Oh, it's picked up. Yeah.
Might have been done after the first one. That's good enough.
I ain't 3-putting from 10 feet. No chance.
I mean, he probably didn't think he was either, to be fair. So, and then last one here, Bud Colley was leading for a little bit after the car accident, I guess 3 years ago.
Yes.
Bunch of broken ribs. Yeah, so that was a bit of a good story there.
No
kind
Tiger-
of fell
no
off.
Tiger coming?
Well, I mean, everyone knows it's coming. We'll get to Tiger in the news here, with some weird reasoning around that award.
All right,
but
Canadians. Is that it?
yeah, that's it. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, just Ben Silverman continuing to impress. Another T15 this week.
Yeah,
so
hot.
he's arguably the best Canadian right now on tour.
We should get him back
It's
on.
very
I'll
good.
send him a text.
You should.
Over
That'd
Taylor?
be fun.
Well, I mean, right now is in the last 3 weeks.
The Canoop World Ranking.
Yes.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
I forgot about those. Yeah.
I should do those
think
again.
Silverman-
Yeah.
soon.
I think Silverman still has the same number he did 5 years ago when he was on the show.
I think Canoop had like Jonathan Vegas in his top 5.
Guy was
ranking
playing so good at that point.
Connors was T41, so he made the cut at least. But Pendrith, Svensson, Gliggs all missed the cut. So Ace's
Damn.
birthday shots of the week.
Ace's birthday shots of the week. Dunlap had an ace here.
Right.
Pretty nice shot. And then this Amelia Garvey made an ace and an albatross in the same round, and had 1 to 6 on the card.
That's
I
impressive.
still think you got to be going for all of them.
7-8.
Yeah.
Where does it
'Cause-
end?
Well, I don't know. She got to 1 to 6. I think it was on like hole 12. I looked at her card there.
If you only got a
So
6
shit.
though, and you got a 1 and a 2, you might have a pretty good round going.
Yeah, I mean the story though.
Yeah.
Like, do it
But
for the
what's-
memories.
what's the
you
number,
live
though?
it. You
That's
live
what I'm
like you're go down in history. Like no one else will ever do that. If you get 1 to 9,
9.
I mean,
You're
if you
going to
get
9?
that, you're going 18, are you not?
well, not if you don't get the, not if
Yeah.
you don't get the
18.
2 till hole 12.
Yeah, it's the when do you get it? So
Yeah.
do you go to the point of however many holes you have left?
I think so. I think you got to.
So if she got the 2 to get the full 1 to 6 on 12, you got to go. You got to get 12.
Well, here's the
1 to
thing. Like
12.
you're playing
Yeah.
Silverwood and you ace the first hole and birdie the second hole. Well, now you're going 1 to 18.
How do you even get 18 on that hole on
I
on
mean,
any
you-
hole?
1 shot, 17 putts. There's ways to do that.
Thomas
Well,
Dietrich.
you would have the putter and whatever shot you hit off the first tee with your 3 clubs, so
I
it could
guess.
happen.
Hit a few
You only
houses
need
and
3
move
clubs
on.
there.
And then birthdays, Abe Answer turned 33. I don't think there's any other realistic ones in the group there.
Didn't know he was still alive.
I didn't realize he was 33.
I would have said
Maybe turn to the live a little too
I
35.
early.
thought he would have been older.
Yeah,
thought he
'cause
would've
it's a
been
retirement
older?
because it's
Yeah, I thought he
retirement
was
Yeah,
a
he's
little bit
retired.
older.
I would have said like 28.
retirement tour.
Shots of the week.
Mine, Chris Kirk, left-handed.
Oh,
He flipped his iron upside down.
Upside down, hit a really
hit
good
off
shot.
the toe and almost hit an amazing shot on
Really?
the green.
Bad kick.
Yeah,
My-
shitty kick.
mine's also the same thing, but it's Andrew Novak flipping his wedge upside down. The wedge shot wasn't that great, but then he made a 60-footer for birdie. So that's my shot of the week.
Mine is Ben Silverman, but not the eagle. The hole out from the bunker where he had like a bad line, like chunk run it, like all the way down and made it.
Nice.
And then honorable mention to the Anthony Kim Shank, but
And I thought yours was going to be the Rory shot from the water that came back to his feet.
No. Didn't
his
see it.
guy, he wouldn't do that to his
I
guy.
don't know why he played that shot.
Yeah.
He was pretty submerged,
Just
Yeah.
fucking around.
Never done it before,
fucking
probably.
around.
Got to try. News. Let's go to the news.
Perfect timing though. Ace's birthday shots of the week. Sometimes we do R.I.P. R.I.P. Jason Kelsey's career. Retired today.
Oh, you can be a full-time Chiefs fan now.
Yes, perfect.
Now we can.
Now he can.
Now
Before he couldn't.
he already
correct.
he already knew he was retiring. That's why he did it.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, sorry.
Still
Go to the
wearing
news.
Eagles gear right now. Should be wearing Chiefs
I
stuff.
can't believe he's wearing sleeveless. It's like he worked out before one last workout in the facility
Yeah.
before he retired.
This is the deciding one. If this workout goes well, I'll come back for one more year.
Got a watch on, gold watch.
News. Just more stuff coming out about Corn Ferry grads and Q school guys feeling left out on tour. So as much as we worry about the stars and all this stuff, like these guys are just getting left in the dust.
The one article that I read is there's going to be a decent chunk of those guys who are not going to meet the minimums that they were supposed to get, which is sad.
They
right?
should go
You're
on
like,
strike.
There you go.
What would they do? Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, next. The match, number 9, set a new record for the lowest viewership ever.
Well, it wasn't on anywhere.
Wow.
What the hell?
It's probably on Corn
I
Cob
guess
TV.
it
Like
might have been on TNT in the States, but we didn't have it up here.
they got to stop these. They're just
Yeah.
getting worse and worse.
Or put them on, dare I say, YouTube or somewhere where they can actually get watched easily.
Or
It
just
is.
do
Because
it like
we didn't
why
have a
can't
chance
they
to
do
watch
that
it.
stuff that's always on the Golf Channel, those like old matches. Like, isn't that just the same thing?
Yeah.
Like, just show it on regular TV.
Yeah.
Especially the replay. Like, give us the replay after the fact.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
replay might get more views.
Remember the skins games
Oh,
yeah.
back in the day? Those were good.
on CBC
Daily?
on Saturdays.
Daily was a hit at those.
Oh, yeah, hitting
yeah.
balls off cans and
Yeah.
bottles, and usually up in Canada a lot of times.
It was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was at Banff Springs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were literally on CBC on Saturday mornings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was the best.
Yeah, so I mean that match was they're at 9. Like, I don't think I've watched one since 1.
Since 1.
Well, I guess I
Maybe
watched the one
the
when they were in China or whatever.
Yeah, and I watched the Charles and Tom
Oh,
Brady
yeah.
one. Or Tom Brady, Peyton Manning one.
Yeah, so I don't know. They got to
there
figure
ain't many.
something out there.
looks
Next,
good.
Canoe post this one. It took me I had to Google it why he posted this, but this Ugandan Ronald Rugameo got a hero's welcome
Yeah.
for going back to his country for finishing dead last
No, he made the cut
and finished dead last.
and finished last of
Yeah.
the ones that made the cut. Yes.
So
I just thought it was really cool that everybody that came to watch him come home had golf clubs, and they made this little roof over his head.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
like a
Golf
walking
clubs?
path.
Yeah, with golf clubs.
oh, that's kind of cool actually. But that flag, you're not proud of that flag if you're from Uganda with that little
Really?
that little bird on it.
I don't mind Uganda's flag.
That little stick bird.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
I mean, there's better flags out there.
Well, there's certainly better ones.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big fan
There's
of
not many
Japan.
worse, is what I'm
a big
getting
fan
at.
of Japan.
Really? Like the most basic flag there is.
Yeah, I think it just works.
Yeah.
I hate China's. Oh boy, why did I say that on the show?
Oh, well.
You're just talking flags here. You can
Nice
say whatever
knowing
you
you.
want.
Next, Spieth is out already on the policy board. Just quit.
So you put that, but I
Not
didn't
enough
see it
perks.
anywhere.
I didn't
But-
see it
Oh,
anywhere
he's
either.
gone.
Yeah, not enough perks.
Interesting.
Reading more into it, I guess he was only there to cover Rory's last term because there's turnover to the new guys now.
Oh.
But still, you would have thought he
Oh.
would have stuck around.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Dipped
think
his toe in the water and said, nah,
Didn't
I'm
like it.
good. Is that a parlay or tangent? Not a would it be
Segue?
parlay? Segue. There's the word I'm looking for into the preferential treatment. That
Yeah, that's next.
Yeah, okay,
Scott
good.
and Adam Scott and Webb Simpson both got sponsors exemptions into the Arnold Palmer this week and ticked off a few people with that.
Yeah, Wu
This is-
said something.
This is Adam Scott's third exemption, I believe, of the year into a signature event. So
I don't think I can get behind the getting upset about this. Like these exemptions, if you're upset about guys that are on, because I think the origin of this anger is that they're on boards and stuff like that.
mm-hmm.
Well,
Mhm.
they're probably putting in more of their time to be on the boards. So there's got to be some sort of preferential treatment to putting in more time.
It's
if
fair.
Dylan Wu wants to be on a board, I don't know if he's been turned down from being on a board or not. But
Doubtful.
maybe there's a trade-off there. I'm on a board,
Why
which
isn't-
takes up a bunch of my time in return for maybe getting into a couple exemptions.
When's Grayson Murray getting his? 'Cause he's on the board.
What's the
Maybe he
criteria
is.
for the exemptions?
Well, now he's won.
There is
so
no
it doesn't
criteria.
count.
So what's the problem? If there's no criteria for the exemptions, then what's the problem?
Well,
They
they're
can
just
invite
saying
whoever they want.
They're saying
They're saying
that
it's starting
there's
to
a
look
correlation
like
there.
the people who are getting the exemptions are
Oh.
on these boards.
That's how everything works in the world.
I
That's
mean,
how everything
Literally
is.
everything.
That's how
Here's
everything
here's
is
the
in
simple
sports.
solution. You do away with the exemptions for the signature events. Let more people qualify.
Yeah.
You're talking like kids sporting teams. The exemptions are going to go to the kids that are the known kids.
Or if
Right,
one of your
dads
or
are
if
the kids with the
complains.
more money.
or if your dad complains,
Or if your dad complains. Or
sends an email to the
Or if your dad's on
coordinator.
the board volunteering his time.
Bingo.
See what I did
Yes.
with there?
That
Bingo.
happens. Next, that video of that wind-assisted albatross.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys watch that?
Yes.
Does that count?
It was
Yes,
fake,
It
but
does.
It's fake.
It was fake, 100%.
It 100% also counts.
If it was fake?
If it was real, it counts.
Wind assisted.
Well, I just don't understand. Was it way better? The wind just kept blowing it back, or
it was.
No, it looked like it was
stopped,
like 3 feet.
and then the wind
then
picked
the
up.
wind-
I guess.
yeah,
guess.
I just
Big
don't
gust.
get it.
Yeah.
How gust? I don't
How
know.
gusty? It looked like
I
it
wanna
was.
know.
Oh, absolutely, it was
100.
gusty. I'm just
75,
saying,
80K.
I don't know.
I think some of those times you have to explain what the hell you're talking about.
Because nobody knows
Yeah.
what video.
How about that wind assisted albatross?
Okay, it was a
Someone
video of a
listening-
ball on a green, and the wind was blowing it. I guess allegedly,
Blew it back
and it
in the
blew
hole.
it back into the hole.
Okay, that's better. Should it count or not? Yeah, if it wasn't fake, it should count.
It was at least 80K, those wins.
Which could
I don't know.
blow
You
a ball.
golfed in 80K and it's not blowing the ball.
Oh, yeah, it is.
To move it 3 feet from a
Yes.
dead stop?
Yes.
You're going to have to take video of this year because I don't believe you.
I will.
We need 80K.
I ain't
will.
playing in that day. So
Maybe they'll
Uh,
want to. that
What's
day.
a leaf blower equate to?
Good question.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
less
that's
than
right up
80K.
against.
I think so.
Yeah, that's right up against it. That's not the same.
Wind
If
is
it's coming
right
out
up
at
against it.
80K and it's right up against it, it's coming out at 80K.
Yeah, but coming out of like a little spout, like versus just like wind, like that's different.
Wind is
This is not
arguably
real. This is not
arguably
a
a
real
much
conversation.
broader leaf blower.
I don't know, you guys.
yeah.
So you're telling me if I went out in 80K and just held a tube up in the air, that it would, then the 80K force would go through the tube, and that would actually make it more like a leaf
Yeah,
blower?
like
kinda
putting your
see-
thumb
I kinda
over a
see
hose.
Harsh.
I know what his point is, but
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Putting a
Yeah.
thumb over a hose comes out. Like it's just out of that little wind spout.
It's focused on where the wind has
Exactly.
got to go. right?
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
you still have the exact speed that it's coming
Yeah, no,
out.
we get it. We get
So
it.
it doesn't
does
matter.
I think it's coming.
I think
I think it's
everyone-
coming out. I think it's coming out harder out of the leaf blower. So
Okay,
I
next.
know what he means.
Next.
I think we all do, but it's still funny.
well, it's still fake. The video too. So, anyways, Tiger Woods won the Bob Jones Award this year.
Yeah.
What's that?
I guess it's for amazing personal character.
No, it's not.
It's a part of it.
It's a part of it.
Anyways, how that guy wins a personal character award is beyond me, but we can leave it at that. So
Be the best ever, I guess.
Next, I guess. Then
next, I mean, it's just puzzling. But did you guys see that Paul Azinger interview about
I saw it. Yep.
world golf rankings and the best players or something?
Yep. Sort of.
He said he'd
Yeah.
rather watch the Champions Tour now.
Well, he was getting at like
I wouldn't. Yeah.
it was a big thing
might
about like
agree
how
with him.
they were comparing it to tennis and how there's good tennis players all over the world and they only play these major championships and whatnot. And the PGA Tour is so hung up on the best players playing in the PGA Tour, and when in reality golf's a global sport, so why should they all be on the PGA Tour?
Yep.
Yeah.
Makes
And
sense.
now
I compared it to tennis a long time ago.
and that's the way it's going, and that's the way it should go, really. Like, get the good people
Yeah.
for the majors and a couple other ones, and then everyone else plays wherever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
The PGA Tour is only worried about that because they don't own any of the majors, right? So they're only worried
Yeah.
about their own
Yep.
tournaments so they can make money.
And the other side of that is like it clearly came off that he had a bit of a negative tone towards the PGA Tour and like the coverage, and now they're hyping that up to be the tour. And I mean, they did fire him from that type of
Yeah.
job,
Yeah.
so he might have a little bit of ill will towards them. So that
Can't
was
blame
kind of
him, I guess.
certainly.
Yep.
the funny part on that one. Next, LeBron, James, and Drake are official investors of the PGA Tour with that sports
SSG.
group. So, whatever the hell that means.
They got a lot of money, I guess.
Why isn't
I wish.
DJ Khaled in that then? Or is he?
He might be.
He could
Who
be,
knows?
yep.
Thought he was playing.
Or at
the
least he
match.
thought he was in it.
I don't think he's quite at their level.
Well,
of
I don't think-
wealth, but
I don't
Oh,
think
he's
they
number
can.
one Snapchat of all time.
yeah, but
He is Snapchat.
Yeah.
I think.
Serious.
I don't
I
think they
mean,
could let
that's
him
fair.
invest because he'd probably just show up on the first tee one week.
That's what I mean.
Like,
I'm here to play.
hey, I own this league. I could do whatever I want.
He thinks he's invested.
And then last before we go around the world, Miles Russell is likely. I don't know if it finished yet, but likely qualified for the Puerto Rico Open.
I don't think he made it. I think it went to a playoff and he didn't make it through.
Really?
I
Because there was 2 at 5, and then there was like 10 guys at 4 under. So
Yep.
all those 4 under guys got to 5, and then he
Yes.
didn't make it.
That's right.
But I mean, he is what, 13 years old or
I think it's
15?
14 or 15 is what it was.
So I mean, I didn't see where Chuck Woods was in that one, but not there. So
He was not.
Down the list.
around the world, we'll start with Liv, I guess, just because there's a few big things out of that one. The Liv Jeddah, won by Joaquin Niemann, his second win on the Liv this year. And big news for him is he got invited to play in the PGA Championship. So he's more than likely going to get into all 4 majors this year. So.
Now, is Niemann winning these events, or is everybody else losing them?
He's absolutely winning them.
Oh, okay. Because I just didn't know if anybody else even cared enough to win one.
We're going straight into
What's there to
Anthony
care?
now.
Oh, man.
We're going straight into Anthony Kim getting $500K for shooting whatever he shot.
50K.
Or-
50K.
50K, but
500,
that's okay.
50, same thing.
Yeah. We can go right back in Anthony Kim
Oh,
and
man.
Let's go to
all
Anthony
the
Kim.
theories about.
Can we
I know
talk
you
about
guys
the
have a
face-off
few
one?
few theories on this, but yeah, go ahead.
We got to talk about face off.
Like that's a
the number
different
one.
guy.
He's
It is
dead.
different guy. Look at they post that picture side by side. He's got neck wrinkles that look like that face
know.
has been surgically sewn
There's
on.
yeah, it looks like there's an incision.
Yes. They didn't even set the eyes properly because the left eye is like a
Yeah.
good inch higher than the right eye. So
Well, I
maybe
think
the
the
Not
nose-
doctor.
crazy.
I think the nose is from heavy cocaine use.
I think the nose
the
is
old
from
Artie
drugs.
Lang nose there,
Yeah.
but
It's caving in. But yeah, he does not look healthy by any means.
And then I think the guy that did the surgery obviously was under the influence.
Yeah.
But then I think he had a picture, and then beside the picture was a picture of Heinz Ward. And he accidentally gave him the Heinz Ward instead of somebody else.
he wanted the Cranston.
But
Exactly.
all the talk about what about his insurance policy, stuff like that, I think there's 2 factors at play. One is insurance policy might say PGA Tour, and he might be around it. The other could just be the fact that Liv paid him more than the remaining balance on the insurance policy.
Yep.
Because what was it, a $10 million insurance policy? But that
Yeah.
had to be over X period of time, which he's surely has collected over
You would think.
the last period of time. Like it might not even be a insurance policy anymore.
Yeah, it might be
Because that's the
done.
only thing I was
Yeah,
thinking
it's
about. Is
probably
like,
done.
how long are you allowed to have?
Yeah.
Like it's not like he was drawing upon that. There had to be a
Yeah.
payout at some point.
Yeah, if you cashed it, there would be a payout schedule, wouldn't there not be?
Yes. To the point
Maybe it's
that
done.
if the amount of money that they've been throwing at people just for 1 week, even 1 week of the amount of press they got for bringing him back, they probably threw $5 million at him.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they did say 2 million people watched his first tee shot.
That's what I'm saying.
They debunked that after, but
But
Oh,
even
did they?
still,
Yeah.
if they put a value on that,
that was just total clicks throughout the whole thing. That wasn't 2
Also-
million at one
So
time.
views.
Like of the
But they
like,
said the-
replays
yeah,
and whatnot.
So views.
I saw a lot of people saying that it was 2 million at one time. and
Oh,
it
yeah.
wasn't.
Oh no.
but that's
It
what I
was-
mean.
It's like YouTube. It's views.
It is on
Yeah.
YouTube, yes. Or
Yes.
So I
Caffeine
think
TV. Or
I think that
whatever.
alone, they probably paid him $5 million. And if you're sitting there, even if that wasn't cashed yet, and it had to be like 20 years you can't play or whatever, and they said 5, we'll give you half of that insurance policy right now to come play, you're taking
Yeah.
it.
I could see Norman getting about 1 million of those views, just clicking it and Xing it out and then clicking it again, and just over and over again all day.
The guy's committed to making this thing work.
Yeah,
So
it is.
probably the biggest takeaway of the Live tournament is that Knoop's lock the Fireballs lost by 50.
That's a bigger
It's a
takeaway
tough
than him
day.
saying that Kim was going to beat Phil and he lost
Why?
by 30.
It wasn't a bet, so it didn't matter.
Hey, I could have went either way with those. I led with the Fireballs one because he was very certain. He brought it up in best bets. Like this
He
is a
wanted it to
lock.
be a
This
best
is a lock.
I think he bet it himself.
No, I
Twice, I think. He
He
bet it to start, and then they were down, and so he
And
bet
he
it
bet it
again.
again because it was a
First
lock.
because he got good odds.
And the only other thing I want to bring up was Phil's putter. Like just when I'm coming around to Phil, he goes to that monstrosity of a putter.
Harmon.
That it is the Brian Harmon putter, isn't it?
It's pretty
No,
close.
it's the same one
Jesus
that I
fish
have.
with the
No,
Same
it's got
brand.
the
No, it's
thing
the
on the
same-
back.
I know it's the same brand that I have,
Oh,
just a different model.
oh, it's ugly as shit. Is what it is.
He led the round 1 and 2 putting with that thing. So we'll see.
Wow.
Okay.
Good stat
LPGA the
beat
H.
53 others.
Yep. LPGA HSBC World Championship. Hannah Green won. Brooke Henderson was third here, or tied for third, I guess. And then just a little bit of trophy talk here. Just your standard Euro Cup style with the ribbons off the trophy.
Yep.
Never
Soccer
good.
trophy.
Yep, soccer trophy. Corn Ferry Tour, the 117 Visa Argentina Open, won by Mason Anderson in a playoff. Just your standard metal jug trophy. But a lot of Canadians in this one. Will Bateman was 5th. Etienne Papineau was 23rd. Yella Maraju was 44th. Miles Creighton 59th. Stu Mack missed the cut, and Thomas Giroux missed the cut. So,
Dang,
A lot
Stu.
of Canadian contingent there, though.
yeah, quite a bit. And then just the DP World Tour there, the SDC Championship. Jordan Gumberg beat Robin Williams in a playoff.
I saw Robin
Williams,
Williams,
eh?
yeah.
He's back. And there's just a crystal plate trophy on that one. Cockrell wasn't in it, but the Bullet was 4th. So bringing him back up till he comes on the pod. But
That's, yeah.
before we get to pick recap, there was a bit of a discussion question that came up. Which famous par 3 would you want to ace? And they had like 12 at Augusta, 7 at Pebble. I think Bear Trap was one of them, but
There's the other two.
Sawgrass.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Sawgrass, yeah. 2 Waskasoo was probably on there.
I think my answer is 17 at Sawgrass.
Yeah. I think I'm 12 at Augusta.
Which one do you think you're more likely to get an ace on? Like 12 at Augusta is a tough ace.
Front pin on 17 at Sawgrass.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
probably
with a little bat
funnels
stuff.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going 7 at Pebble
that's where I was gonna say too.
because that's the easiest one.
That's the one. That's the least likely
It's never
that
windy
anyone's
there,
getting an ace on.
so-
I think.
No, it's never
Of the-
windy
What,
there.
Of the-
what
Might
was
be
the-
driver, might be lob wedge. Who knows?
yeah.
Where was the U.S. Open where that par 3 was like 240 yards?
Bethpage probably.
I don't know. There was one this week.
Bethpage
was
had
yeah.
302, I think.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
some stupid one.
Yeah.
236
that
this
one.
week.
That would be fun.
What was the one that Brooks won? Would have been 2018. Was that Shinnecock
Bethpage? Oh, no.
No.
I think you're right.
or Aaron Hills? One of those two. That one that was like complete turtle back because it was so dead
yeah,
and
yeah.
windy and
Yeah.
like that would have been some ace there. But
Anyway,
maybe 8 at Loon.
what's your top 5? Or is it coming up?
Coming up.
Oh,
Okay. Pick recap. Canoop with his themes won the week.
I got
I
one
helped
this week
them
too.
with the theme too.
I got one this
Fuck
week.
me.
I need a little bit of help from you guys, but yes.
Standings: Matty B 13, Bronel 8, Harv 7, Canoop 5. Back in it, kinda.
Yeah.
Canoop had Jake Knapp 4th, Chris Kirk 28th, and Chris Goddard up 35th for a 22 average.
Jake Knapp.
Knapp, sorry.
Yeah.
I mean it's Knapp.
Jake. Yeah. Chris Noop.
Nap time. You see those shirts?
They're hilarious.
But anyways, Matty B was 2nd. You had Tom Hoagie 28th, Russell Henley 41st, and Rasmus Hogard missed the cut 68 for 46 average. I was 3rd with Justin Rose 64th, Steven Yeager missed cut 68, Bobby Mack 60 for 64 average,
Oh, this stupid rule.
and Bronel was 4th with Alex Norton 9th, JT Poston 66th, and Lucas Glover 35th for a 37 average to be 4th for giving Canoop Chris Kirk.
You're welcome.
All right.
Because I went along with his stupid little gimmick.
Okay, well, I'll get one of them to go.
You can't
along
help
with it
yourself.
this
Yeah,
week.
I'm not picking for you this week.
That's fine.
All right.
Preview?
It's preview time, yep.
We have Live Hong Kong
I
this
was
week.
going to say,
So
is Live back?
Hong
No,
Kong
again.
I have
Golf
no
Club
idea.
in Shengshu, Hong Kong.
Again, they're going up against the big tournament.
Par
Overnight.
70.
Where they make their
playing
hay, 2 million views.
6,710 yards, so pretty short track this week. Niemann's looking to go back-to-back tournament wins and 3 of his first 4 events on the Live this year. So
He ain't winning this
we'll
week.
see what happens. We'll see. I think he might. No other real things notable to this course. I couldn't find any information on this golf
Really?
course. Like
That's
there
real
is
surprising.
there is no tournament that has ever
Can't-
been played on this thing. In the LPGA,
No shit.
DP,
Yeah.
none of that stuff.
And the
So-
Live didn't post anything about the course, eh?
Oh, no, I have the
Oh.
length,
Oh, the length. There's the length.
but I have a picture, like a course map, but I don't know anything else about it.
Okay, well then that's a good time to switch over to the
Um,
PGA.
Anthony Kim still playing?
He's playing this week. We have Arnold Palmer Invitational Bay Hill Club and Lodge, Orlando, Florida. 72, 7,466 yards this week. This is the fourth signature event of the year. We have 69 players, top 50 and ties, obviously. And then anyone within 10 of the lead will also see the weekend this week. Kurt Kitayama's back after defending his title last year, winning in kind of convincing fashion.
He's back to defend his title.
Back to defend his title, yes. He made it a little closer last year. As Harv would say, he probably got the call on the ninth hole, made triple, kind of bring
a
everyone
thing.
back
He
in
only
it,
won by one.
and then ended up pulling
Yeah.
it out in the end. So, sponsors exemptions this week, we've already kind of touched on two of them, but the other two are Nick Hogard and Shane Lowry this week, along with Adam Scott and Webb Simpson. We have Hubbard and Dietrich, who were booted from the Aeon Swing 10 last week with their poor finishes, allowing Minwoo and EVR to get into the field this week. So, couple
Minwoo
guys we like
Yeah.
getting into the field this week. So that's nice. They've made the course a little bit harder in the last, I guess, couple years. 3 of the last 4 events here in this tournament have been single-digit winners. So not going to go super deep this week. Tons of water. You got to be fairly precise off the tee. If you're not, you're just making that second shot in really long. So I always enjoy watching this tournament.
Me too.
We got 44 of the top
Yes.
50 in the OWGR playing this week. So
Niemann actually dropped in the world rankings this week.
He made that comment about how am I the best golfer in the world right now when I'm 100th in the world golf
He's
rankings.
not the best.
79th or something. In the world.
People are talking. People are
talking.
talking.
Well, none of the big guys have won this year. So, is he?
Yeah, maybe he is.
Other than that 30th place finish at Las Vegas.
Was going out too much, partying too much.
All right, let's hear it.
Top 5 this week.
Top 5 Arnolds.
Close. It's the Arnold Palmer week.
Top
so
5 iced teas.
made me think of that great scene from the other guys, the beep, 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 Arnie Palmer alert. You know,
RNG
shaved.
Palmsies.
Yeah. So I'm doing one of the tougher top 5s I've ever done on this pod. and
Will
it's the
Ferrell
top
movies.
5 Will Ferrell movies.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
I don't think
got
we've
it.
done this, have we?
No.
No. Okay.
Well, the other guy's number 1.
Well, we'll see. Number
That's
5.
tough.
This
Neither guy.
lots are gonna say this should be higher, and I just don't think it's aged as well as quite as well as some of the other ones.
Anchorman.
I'm going Anchorman
Yeah,
number 5.
it's not great anymore.
I almost left it off the list completely.
Yeah, I agree. Anchorman is
two,
not that funny.
because 2 almost wrecked it for 1. 2, right?
Oh, 2 is terrible.
I think like back
even
when
remember
it first came out, that like stupid comedy was good, like for that movie. But you watch it back now, it's not that funny.
No, not that funny.
Pleat of the Pants is pretty funny.
There's some good scenes, obviously, but number 4, I'm going Talladega Nights. Another classic there.
pretty good. Yeah.
Too many good lines to pick for the pod, but I'll go with the one, if you don't chew Big Red, then fuck you. That's probably my favorite line.
I wake up and piss
Sacha Baron
excellence.
Cohen is unreal in that
Yeah.
movie too. So piss excellence, yeah, that's a good
When
one
he
too.
when he's gonna break
Like-
his arm is the best.
The
Fuck.
kids, like
break it.
the dad is hilarious. The kids, like every part is
Yeah.
good.
Good. Yep.
And John C. Reilly, obviously. Number 3, I'm going the other guys. Number 3.
3.
Yeah,
It's
number
one.
3.
It's one.
Another
It's
one with
one.
so many good scenes. When Wahlberg first meets Eva,
What do you
when
do
he
with
first
them?
meets Eva
What-
Mendes
What do you do with them? No, seriously, what do you do with them?
by Sheila over and
By
over again. The Lion Tuna debate, the F Shack. I mean, there's so many good ones.
Oh,
but,
it's number 1, man. It's
Yeah.
number 1.
number 2. This one's kind of a throwback to the old days in more ways than one. Old school.
Yeah.
This one could have been number one for me. I was close
Well,
between this.
I don't know what number
but
one
Old
is.
School was one of the first amazing comedies from like our university days.
That
Yeah.
still
And I remember
holds.
them playing it in the bowl at U of S, like on like a projector or something.
I remember that,
when we
yeah.
first
when we first got there.
started. Yeah. So, if you tell anyone about this, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Is my favorite part of that movie.
I say cheese all the time. Did we lock you in the dumpster once? I
Like
say
what a
that all the
cast!
time.
Like
Jeremy
Yeah, I got
Piven.
out.
yeah.
Yeah, I got out.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
for you, man.
Number one, I'm going Step Brothers. There's just no misses in that movie. There's just no misses, I don't think. But the Derek character for me is probably my favorite in the movie. He misses his sister's wedding to go fishing with Jeff Probst, Mark Cuban, and Super Chef Bobby Flay. So that's my list. I got the on mentions here. We'll see if you guys want to sub any in. But Zoolander, not quite as big of a role in that one. So Elf. You gotta watch it every Christmas. Get Hard. I actually don't mind
Get
that movie.
Hard
It's
is
pretty
pretty
good.
funny,
It's
yeah.
pretty funny. I had Semi Pro on there. It's not bad. Kicking and Screaming. The Ditka Farrell is pretty good combo. And then Land of the Lost. I actually thought about putting this on there instead of Anchorman.
Land of the
You're
Lost is
missing
It's so.
one of the best. You're missing Blades of Glory.
Oh yeah, Blades of Glory. Yeah, but I
What
don't
about
think it
Jackie
could quite
Moon?
make
What's
the
that
top
show?
five.
Is that
Semi-Pro?
Yeah, I said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Land of the Lost is so fucking stupid. It's maybe the stupidest movie ever made, but it's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, I have not seen it.
I don't
really
know.
never seen
Never
Land of the
heard of
Lost?
that movie.
No, I've heard of
Really?
it.
You
I've
never
seen
heard of it?
No, you got to watch it.
It's
I
pretty
would
good.
say I would probably
Danny
still
McBride's in
go.
it too.
I'd still go Other Guys, then maybe Step Brothers Old School instead of Old School Step Brothers. But I'd also have Elf in there too.
Yeah,
Like Elf, just for the fact that he's Elf.
you got to have Old School in there.
Yeah, Anchorman, I think, has to go.
Has
be
to
honest.
go.
I think Anchorman.
Talladega-
Talladega Nights is tough to go though.
Yeah, I think Anchorman and Elf could easily be
Talladega
switched out at
Nights is
5.
there.
Yeah, switch
Yeah.
out 5, and I can't argue your list.
Yeah,
But going back to that Anchorman thing about how like those like
Dumb style movies, yeah.
and like I don't know what the term is, like pop culture, like people
Yeah.
quote that movie
Yeah.
all the time. But then like I went back and watched Austin Powers again, and it still holds.
Oh, my
another Will
wife,
Ferrell movie. I got to put that in.
my
there.
wife
Go back and
still
watch those.
want like she
They're
doesn't
so
want.
good.
I don't want to say she watches it every year, but she like isn't. That's her number one movie of all time.
It's
Yeah.
still so good. Like you think like how annoying like the impressions of it and stuff
Oh,
were.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's still funny when you
I
actually
still
watch
don't
the
mind-
movie.
Yeah.
Goldmember's so good. Too.
I don't like Goldmember as much as the other two, but
Well, Goldmember's, yeah. Fat Bastards is the best.
yeah.
Like Fat Bastards, just
Yeah.
so good.
Hey, that was a good top 5.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
great
not bad.
top 5. Great job. All right, let's do picks.
Picks.
We got. Sorry, I forgot to say we have 5 Canadians playing
Yep.
this week: Connors, Hadwin, Svensson, Taylor, and Hughes. So
Who was second? Me.
Yes, technically.
I can't believe I'm picking last.
All right,
So
Canute.
I'll go first, but I
Yeah, it's your
I
pick.
do need some help.
Is your theme Canadians?
No,
Oh.
I have a different theme. But I'm going to save it for last. So don't.
Or we're
I-
trying to
one
read
of
into it?
you, No, one of you have to give me this
Yeah,
guy.
we'll see.
We'll see.
What do you mean?
Who are you picking
Have
first
to.
overall, and then I'll tell you.
Matthew Pavon.
Oh.
Oh, cowards.
Number 1 in the Comcast top 10 business rankings or whatever right now.
Yeah. Okay. You got Pavon. I'm going to take Corey Connors.
My top
Ah,
Those are your top 2.
rawr.
two.
That's a bad thing, Harv.
Why?
Known stinker over there.
Sungjae Im, I guess.
Yeah, he's
Sungjae.
down there. It's crazy, but he is. I'm going defending champ, Kurt.
Nice. So Pavon, so P, right? AP, Arnold Palmer.
Oh boy, you're really going deep
This
now.
is
hey?
listen,
stretch.
just wait.
Oh.
I
You
know.
just picked 3 guys you wanted, and then you tried to
Listen,
tie them
no.
together.
So I guess the next one's an I guess.
No, it needs to be an
API.
A.
API.
So it needs
API.
to be an Adam. Is what I need.
Mm,
For
You
what?
need an Adam.
What's your pick?
You need Adam
What's-
Scott.
Adam Svensson is who I'm picking.
Oh, so who's your I then?
No,
Why the hell do you want me
just
to pick an I for
just wait. I'll tell you who I need to round out.
you? Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, boy.
whoever it is, you ain't getting them.
So, anyways, you have Pavon and Svensson so far.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, I do have a best bet, but I don't want to pick him because I think he's a good best bet.
It's
In which case,
odd.
I'm going back to the well. I'm taking Wyndham Clark.
Yep. It's fair.
How's he not in the? That's wild. I'm gonna take EVR. Hot hand.
I can't decide between Knapp and Jaeger.
Has to be
Jaeger let me down last week,
Dunk.
Yeah.
but he'll be back.
Shane Lowry there, too.
Ugh.
Ooh, he had a tough one today.
He loves the water.
He didn't like that club after he tried to. Well,
He didn't even kick it. He missed
he
it.
failed on the kick, too. Yeah. I'm going Jake Knapp. I'll cool
Okay.
him down a little bit here.
Okay, Harv,
unfortunately.
let's make a deal here.
Okay.
So the guy I need,
Not making a deal.
listen. The guy I need
I'll listen to it.
is Jordan Spieth. Is who I need.
Okay.
He's had very good finishes here the last 2 times he's played it,
Just
by the way.
explain why.
Yeah, I need the theme first.
Well, Arnold Palmer's middle name is Daniel.
Is that Jordan Spieth's first name?
Hold on a
It's his
second.
middle name as well.
Oh, okay.
Spieth was T4 here last year,
So,
by the way.
Harv,
Just to-
give me a couple options who you would like, and then you're gonna get one of those. I just need Spieth to round out my theme for the
All
week.
right.
Hmm.
Who picked second?
He. Oh, I got to give you.
No, who?
No, I'm
No,
up.
no,
So I
he's
need
up.
some
He's
options,
asking.
Harv.
But who's second? You?
Matt.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So just
So Bronel's getting Jordan Spieth. It's already decided.
yeah, or just give him somebody else
No, because
because
Canoop's
he's trying to
asking
make a
Harv.
deal with him.
No, Canoop's asking Harv who Harv wants. So Canoop can pick right now for
oh
Harv.
yeah, so then just
Would
give
you-
Canoop somebody
would you
different.
like to make this same
Just gives
deal?
Canoop somebody different.
No, I'm
before
gonna
Harv
give
can.
you Spieth.
Would you like to make this
Or that,
deal?
yeah.
Do you have a guy that you like?
Oh, that I like? Yeah, I'd love Scotty Scheffler.
No, I need a couple different guys. You got to give me some options.
I'd take Zalatoris or Hovland.
Hovland now. Oh my God.
He's giving it out there.
Yeah, I'd love Scotty Scheffler. You know who I could
Give me 2 more options.
Ludwig Aberg.
Okay. Or
No, that's it. That's where the list ends. Or Xander. Nope, never.
how about Cantlay?
I'm good with Cantlay.
I'll take Cantlay.
Yeah?
Yep.
'Kay.
Are you giving me Cantlay?
Yep.
Do I still have to give you Spieth?
Yes.
No, that's
But I really
that's
wanted to give.
horseshit.
I really wanted to give
I mean,
Bronel.
you don't have to.
You're right. So the card laid is card played,
yeah,
right?
he's giving you Cantlay. It is written
Yeah.
down.
I kind of want to give Canoop Fitzy.
That's a terrible theme, by the way. That's maybe the worst one ever.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's
like,
so
at
bad.
least get a Daniel in
Yeah,
there.
you know what?
Everything's
give-
so confusing.
I'm gonna
now.
There
give-
was no Daniels.
I'm going to give Chris Canoop Jordan Spieth.
Thank you.
Oh boy. You
I
want to
can't
make a
believe
deal?
I got Cant. I
Yeah,
have to cheer
we
for
have to now.
Cantlay
Do you want Rory or Scheffler? Which one do you want?
I like that.
Who Scheffler? I'll take Scheffler.
Okay, I'll take Hovland then.
Okay. You get Hovland.
I like this.
I wanted to cheer for Rory for you.
Okay. Here's my best bet to wrap this thing up.
Harv gets Scheffler.
He's sixth to last in odds this week. And I know he's playing like shit, but he was 6 under in the final round last year. T24. It's Webb Simpson.
To make the cut.
No, to finish top 12.
Ooh.
For what?
1,001.
Plus 1,000.
Plus 1,000. Because
So-
he's plus 11,000. It's 12. So
So
just under.
I don't think so. But
I had Will Z to be in the final pairing on Sunday for plus 1,800.
Those aren't long enough.
it's not bad.
He almost won Riviera's last time he played.
It's true. It's true.
Where is he?
I always forget about best bets.
Always.
How about
How about playoff for for 450, 350.
This is not the right one.
It's going to be
How
close.
about
The scores aren't
actually
going to be
like
low.
that. I don't mind that at all.
Yeah.
how about Patrick Cantlay, first round leader for plus 2,000?
I was gonna put forward Zalatoris prop as well, so plus 360 for him to top 10.
Ooh.
What was playoff?
350.
What was your first round leader or your final
Final
pairing?
pairing was plus 1,800.
Will Z?
Yeah.
Wow, I don't think Will Z is going to be that good
He's going to win the Masters this year.
if he can putt. Oh, that's tough. I can go with playoff because that's something we could
I
cheer
like the
for no matter
playoff.
who else. No matter who's
I like
in
the
it.
playoff.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Last year was 1.
Plus 350, you said?
I'm betting on Cantlay, first round leader.
Year before was 1. Scheffler over Hovland and Horschel. 2022. Year before that was 1. Bryson over Westwood. So we're due for a playoff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, there's all these close
Why
finishes.
not now?
Yeah.
Either
Why not
playoff or a
us?
blowout. That's what we're due.
Yep.
All right.
That's it, eh?
What else you guys got?
Year before, how about 2020? Hatton was won this at 4 under. Beat
Mhm.
Mark Leishman by 1.
Those were the days.
Speaking of retired
Bryson was top 5.
Where
too.
is Mark Leishman these days? Wasn't he on Live?
Rotting on the
He
live?
is on the
He
live.
is, yeah.
He's still on it?
Yeah, he hasn't done one thing.
Bryson might be the second best player in the world right now.
No, but seriously, Mark Leishman's still on the Live?
Yeah, he's on Cam Smith's team.
Jeez.
The Australian.
Speaking of
Rippers.
retirement, yeah. All right, you guys got anything else?
I had to go back all the way to 2019 for the first 2-shot victory. It was Molinari over Fitzpatrick.
So we're due.
That's retirement.
Yeah. Sung J M
Molinari.
also is very good at this tournament. I've noticed his name at the top a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so good pick.
But he was third
Fuck
on your
that
list,
guy.
just a note.
He
Wasn't
third.
top 2.
Well, Pevon, like, it's not really like I should
It's
number
like a
him.
list of guys.
Yeah. But I wrote Connors was the guy I wanted. And Pavon was probably I didn't think anyone would take him. So I thought I'd get him on the second
Yeah,
course.
fair
You,
enough.
who's going to Regina to watch the Briar this week?
I think I'm going Thursday.
Thursday's the only night that I don't have anything
I don't
for
either.
kids hockey.
I have nothing on Thursday, but I kind of want it to stay that way.
You have hockey.
Oh, right.
You will have hockey, yeah.
Unless the AAA's win a game. But
I wouldn't mind getting into Regina to watch one game,
yeah.
but I don't know if I'm going to.
Pod at Canoops next week. I want to hit some
Yeah, we're going to hit some
irons.
balls. We're taping it early
I
because
might
we're
not
gonna,
even be on the pod next week.
we're going to
I'm
have
just
to
gonna hit
post
balls.
it. The pod next week's going to have to be posted on Monday because Sunday night because we're going to be on a plane Monday morning. Tuesday, I'm not going to post it while I'm down there. I'm not taking my computer down there.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Early post.
yeah.
I think you said you get there Tuesday.
No, you posted Monday night.
Oh, right. We are Tuesday.
Yeah,
phew.
Monday night.
Okay, yeah. I'll post it Monday. Monday night, normal time.
But
Never
yeah,
mind. We're taping it a day early, though. But until then, you guys got anything?
nothing.
All right, it's
No.
time for us to hit the clubhouse.